Hello Pisces, welcome to your reading. I hope you guys are all doing well. Please remember this reading is general, so it may or may not resonate. All readings are timeless, could be talking about the past, present, or future. Per usual, I have a cat with me here today. Bubba is going to be watching over the reading this time. So with that being said, let's get started. Overall energy is Four of Pentacles in reverse. You have Labyrinth. Even when you feel lost, there's always a way through the labyrinth. Then we have Mountain Goat. There's something out of balance in your life, so do whatever you need to correct it. So, Pisces, what is going on here? Okay. The Four of Pentacles does talk about overspending, so I'm not sure if some of you guys are overspending. There could be a few of you who are. And so, your finances are all out of whack. You are juggling debt, things like that in terms of your career standpoint, okay? For others of you, you might be reevaluating what's really important in your life on maybe your friends, family, your career as a whole. Some of you guys might have put the focus so much on your career or put the focus so much on your family that maybe your career is suffering now, or you missed out on the chance of maybe a true love situation. Okay, it does not have to be the case, but I feel like right now, Pisces, a lot of you guys are just up in your head at this time. Kind of in a state of confusion, not sure really which direction to go in your life. If this pertains to your love life, this could be about letting go of options that just aren't viable for you and trying to figure out who's going to really make you happy, or navigate and see, like, should I put myself back out there and see if there's really someone there for me, or should I just continue on with what I know? Okay, so there is some imbalance going on here. So it could be you actually emotionally having some type of imbalance, or just you putting all your eggs in one basket, whether it's a sense of working all the time, not having time for love. Could be after a breakup that you did this, where you just said, I'm just going to focus on work and nothing else. Nothing else is going to get in my way. Or if you have a family, you might have had to make a lot of sacrifices. Oh, excuse me. My burps are growing. You might have had to make a lot of sacrifices in terms of your career standpoint. So you might be just trying to figure things out, especially for those of you who are like a single parent, okay? Is what I am feeling for some of you. Or just that you're realizing that you just don't really fit in with your friend group at this time as well, which seems to be like the overall theme with all of the signs. There's lots of emotional purging going on, okay, which is something that I recently went through during this retrograde, and I just think this is a collective thing happening between us. But I think you are trying to release any burdens that you do have, and although you might be feeling stuck at this time, I do feel like as long as you call upon your angels and use your intuition, things are going to be made more clearly for you. Okay? Also, Pisces, for some of you, you might be a little confused. If this does pertain to love and you are connected with someone, the Four of Pentacles reverse does talk about overspending. So, in the past, someone might have been a little bit more stingy with their time and efforts with you, but now they might be trying to love bomb you, especially if they know that they missed a chance with you and they are just overgiving, and you might be unsure about if you should move forward. You might feel a little bit insecure about this dynamic Could feel like it's like a sugar baby, sugar daddy type of dynamic, or sugar baby, sugar mama type of dynamic, because we're not gender specific. But doesn't necessarily have to be exactly like that, but you might feel a little bit uncomfortable that someone is doing all this stuff for you and over giving, okay? For some of you, you might not be used to it. You might be used to people who really just didn't really give you the time of day, okay? For some of you, you might feel like this person's trying to do it for control reasons. Okay, we have, well, there's stuff on it. We have light. It says, it is time to reveal your radiant light to the world. We have starseed. Raise the vibration of the planet through your radiant, loving light. And we have patience. Be patient and allow destiny to unfold at its own pace. So that is Sagittarius energy. When I look at the energy card and I do get out of the energy deck and I do get the patience card, that also does talk about divine timing and your angels working in your favor. So do feel like right now that is what's happening. You just need to trust your intuition to know what is right for you, Pisces, at this time. If something seems too good to be true, then it probably is. And some of you guys are just at a crossroads about really where to move forward. And I feel like as long as you stay true and authentic to yourself and really ask yourself what you want out of life, you know, you can't go wrong, right? I will just say that Pisces, I almost feel like a lot of you guys are going to be focused on your career at this time, especially if you are younger, okay? And then you'll have your family later on, maybe when you're in your 30s or so, okay? Again, that's just kind of what I'm getting at for a lot of the Pisces, if this hasn't already happened for you. But I feel like a lot of you guys are probably going to have children and starting your family and settling down a little bit later on once you are more established, just because I think you want that security as well that you can provide for yourself and also find a partner that matches your same frequency. Again, that's not going to be the case for everyone, but I just feel like a lot of you guys are going to be parents when you're in your 30s. Ooh. Okay, Pisces, we have pride in reverse. We have relationships in reverse. We have courage in reverse. And then we have honesty. Okay, so Pisces. Honesty card says, I can't always expect the truth from others, but I can expect it from myself. So Pisces, you have 2 Leo energy cards. So you could be connected with a Leo, okay? Woo. Yeah, Pisces, I feel like you are reevaluating relationships at this time and even in friend groups, okay? You are figuring out what makes the most sense. You are figuring out, you know, is there an equal give and balance between this connection, all connections that you have with other people at this time. I think a lot of you guys, you know, you've been maybe friends with certain people for a really long time and you just don't have the courage necessarily to end that situation, okay? But I feel like right now you need to be honest with yourself, or you haven't, at least in the past, had that courage to really set strong and firm boundaries, okay? But I feel like right now you are trying to be honest with yourself about like really what you want and how you truly feel about the people you associate with and you've invested time in, because I don't think it has been equal. Okay, for a lot of you. For some of you with this pride in reverse, these people might have a lot of pride and ego issues, and you just don't align with that, right? So I think that's why you are really in the energy of just saying, you know what, this may not be for me anymore, and that's okay. For some of you, this could pertain, if this pertains to a work situation, you might, and you actually had to end up taking care of your family, prioritizing family over work, you might feel like a part of you is missing, because I do feel like a lot of you did really enjoy what you did as a career. And now you are gaining the courage and you're being honest with yourself about what you truly want. You are trying to find that work-life balance, but I think a lot of you are discovering that, if you are in a family dynamic, you might have felt like you lost a little bit of yourself by tending to the family, especially if your partner kind of left you to do everything by yourself, whether you were actually together or you were separated. I feel like Pisces, you just do not feel supported at this time in terms of that situation for a small portion of you. All right, let's see what the energy is surrounding you, Pisces. Also with this Pride card, with it coming out in reverse, you might be too prideful to ask for any type of assistance or help at this time, Pisces, when you really need it, okay? So don't be afraid to ask for divine guidance, and don't be afraid to ask friends and family if you need help with certain situations or just need more support. Interesting. So number 2, Journey in reverse. This is Aries and Aquarius energy. Number 42, Woman Holding a Coin, which is Earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. And then we have number 13, Financial Constraints. So like I said earlier, Pisces, some of you guys might be dealing with some financial issues. You might be overspending. They did a study recently where they talked about people who have 6-figure incomes living paycheck to paycheck. You might be one of those people falling into that category. Again, you don't have to be, but I'm just throwing that out there for you. But with these 2 cards coming out, that kind of does give me the energies like someone does get a decent amount of money, but they are potentially overspending, right? Overgiving with their financial assets, okay? Maybe they are giving too much to charity or just spending frivolously on things that do not matter in the material world, right? So this could be someone who is tied up to you, okay? With, again, like I said earlier, a love interest. They could be really prideful, right? And they feel like they need to have material gain to be happy. That's what makes them proud of themselves. So, I feel like this person is meant to be on a journey with you, but they are refusing to do the inner work. They're refusing to do what they need to do to meet you halfway. I feel like right now they are learning a hard lesson that material wealth comes and goes, but love is going to be something that should remain if it is true. Okay, and the health and well-being and things of that sort is more fruitful, I guess you can say, to have than just material wealth, right? So I feel like really, Pisces, you understand this for a lot of you. But some of you guys are in this boat where you're not really on your path necessarily, okay? Because you might have gotten distracted by 3D worldly goods at this time. For a small portion of you, I do feel. But for the most part, I think a lot of you guys are in touch with where you need to go, what you need to do at this time. So we are going to grab some self-care cards for you, Pisces. Okay. Wow, Pisces, you got a bunch of cards. We have change course. It says a closed door is an invitation from life to move in an even better direction. It's time to change course. We have risk. Take a risk or take a chance. Every risk is a success when you're committed to learning and growth. So Pisces, I really feel like whatever you decide, you really can't go wrong. Okay? You just need to take action. We have rebel. It says it's time to celebrate the fact that you don't fit in. Stand on your own 2 feet. I cannot read today, y'all, again. We have authenticity. Live life for you, not the audience in your head. So some of you guys are trying to entertain, maybe keep up with the Joneses, or you're trying to appease people in your life, and you just have like the words that they've ever said to you ringing in your head all the time, or you create up scenarios in your head about what they would say about the things that you are doing. And I just feel like it's most important for you to follow your intuition and do what's best for you at this time, Pisces, because it's not going to be the same thing for other people, right? There is an Instagram account called Witchy Moms where they said something, they wrote a post and it was something along the lines of, not everyone needs to understand your purpose or your path because it wasn't a conference call. Something along the lines of that. If I remember it, I'll write it actually in the description box. But I feel like really that's the moral of this. You know, not everything you do is going to appease. There goes Bubba, rocking all over the cards. Not everything is going to make other people happy. You have to do what makes you happy, right, Pisces? We have abundance and reverse. So, upright, it says, being a thoughtful steward for the money you already have is the secret to creating more abundance. When you trust yourself to handle more, that's when more shows up. So, for some of you Pisces, you know, you don't trust yourself with money, okay? Is that coming out in reverse? So some of you guys are struggling financially here, even though you make decent money is what it does look like here. You are overspending, or this is someone tied up to you, okay? Could also just indicate that you need to have more of an abundant mindset to attract the things that you want. For some of you, you know, you can't help but have a lack mindset, or negative thoughts creep in when you are trying to manifest more, and that creates some blockages for you. So Pisces, that is all I have for you. If you like this reading, if it resonated, please like, share, subscribe, comment down below, and I'll see you next one. Bye, Pisces.